All right, guys, I'm going to try to keep this short. It's going to be difficult too. So you saw the video I just posted, right? Now I want you to keep a couple things in mind. I'm a federal employee that works on base. I'm also in the military. I have a secret security clearance. I have a lot to lose. I have a family I provide for, right? Wife and kids. So, picture this. Jace and I took my Tahoe out to test it when I first got it back. That's when we discovered all the flops that it had. That's when it all started to fall apart. That's when I started to actually look into it more. Now, the things I'm about to say, I'm not saying they're right, because they're definitely not, but it's just the truth. My Tahoe has an expired tag by like 2 years, because I never drive it. I trailer it. It has no insurance. It's not registered. Doesn't have seat belts. When I pulled out of my neighborhood with Jace behind me, or with me, sorry, and his dad also, so that's two people that can confirm this, a Georgia State Patrol officer was parked directly in front of the road leading out of my neighborhood. For whatever reason that day, he decided to spin around as soon as I pulled out onto the main road, and he followed directly behind me. Now, he easily could have looked at my tag and saw it had such an old sticker on it and pulled me over. Now, just imagine for just a second that he did pull me over. He got me on all those things that I just told you I had going wrong in my build. And because of it, decided, you know what? I'm going to look around in this truck. I'm going to search. And then he discovers the drugs and paraphernalia in there. How would that have impacted my career in the Air Force? How would that have impacted my security clearance? How would it have impacted my ability to potentially provide for my family? Huh? So now it's more than just simply shit build quality, right? Now you're affecting potentially how I provide for my family. It goes deep. People don't tend to think about this kind of stuff like that, but whenever you got a lot going on and a lot riding on you, you have to think like that. Like, the more we dig into this build, the more just crazy shit we find. It's freaking insane. Like, I had to make a video because I could not put this into text. There's no way I could have put this into text. So sorry for hitting you guys with all this constant everyday drama, but it's one of those things where if I don't say something about it, if I don't share it, it's gonna happen to the next guy, right? And trust me, it's not just me that's going through this with them. There are at least 3 other people that I know of very personally that have either lost around $3,000, they've lost $10,000, or they have $1,500 tied up in assets with this individual who still hasn't paid them back. Yeah, I could take him to court, abso-fucking-lutely. I wouldn't get anything, guys. Not only that, it would affect his family. And as shitty of a situation as this is for me, I'm not trying to affect his wife and kids in any way. That's just not my style. It's money. I'll eventually get my money back in some way, shape, or form somewhere else down the line. I've wasted money on stupider shit, right? But this is somebody who I've been tight with for at least 4, almost 5 years. I drove 4 hours one way almost every weekend for months to help with anything he needed help with, to help with my wife's build, to sand on my build. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy to see like what work went on when I wasn't paying attention or when I wasn't around, and how he was able to make it look pretty like a freaking pig in makeup or something for all those MySpace style pictures where the angles look amazing and people are in the comments, including myself, saying, wow, that looks amazing. Dream build. I would kill to have that build. My build ain't shit no more compared to that build. Steve Meade even commented on it with hearts and saying how much he liked it, right? But the more you peel back the layers of the onion, the more shit you find. Just curious. Knowing all that about me, what all I got going on, what would you do? How do you handle this? Do you just move the fuck on? Or do you spend the money and the time to get a lawyer and to go to court and hope that you'll get something? Now, mind you, to my knowledge, this individual does not have an LLC or business license, insurance, any of that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of red flags. Yes, I'm an idiot. I knew about some of the sketchiness as far as this drug shit, but he's my friend, and I tried to help. I tried to look past. I tried to believe in. You can only do so much. Eventually, you have to just cut people off and just move on before it affects you in some way. And I'm learning the hard way. So don't let my lesson be your lesson. Like, learn from me, please. Don't have to learn the hard way. Thanks for watching, guys.